I know that was a really cocky title and I'm sorry, but in this video I'm going to be going over my full journey on from how I went from being a high school kid to making over $100,000 by the time I turned 16. What's up guys, so getting into the video, I want to make it clear that I'm not trying to flex or show off in any way. I just want to make a relatable video because this is something that I would have wanted to watch when I was learning how to make money online, and I think I'm going to be able to provide some valuable information, so I really hope you guys do enjoy this video and don't take it any wrong way. I'm going to be going deep into some numbers and stats on my computer, show you guys some proof of how much money I made, and give you my entire business plan from point A to point B so you guys can copy exactly what I did if you want to. So to get some backstory on the table, I'm currently 17 years old, I've never had a job in my entire life, I never had any financial startup or help from friends and family, and I was able to generate $100,000 by the time I turned 16 by myself. So taking things all the way to the beginning, when I was about 13 years old, I made my first ever YouTube channel. I was making tech review videos and unboxings, very low quality because I was filming with my iPod Touch and I didn't have much tech to review because I was broke. For the unboxings, I would just take stuff that I already had, package it back up and unbox it on camera, which it was definitely obvious now that I think back on it, but the YouTube channel, obviously, it never went anywhere, nothing ever happened. But that doesn't mean I was gonna give up on my money making journey. I did not want a job. So this is about the time where I started watching make money videos on YouTube, and these videos had me really inspired, which is part of the reason why I started actually making these kind of videos today. I started my first Instagram theme page when I was 15 years old. It was a survival theme page called Survival Lifestyles, and I was able to grow it to around 10,000 followers in a few months after watching a ton of YouTube videos, learning how to do follow for follow, posting for explore page, and it did really well for my first ever Instagram page. I remember selling that Instagram page for exactly $173. Someone offered to pay me and I took the first offer I could get. But this was more than $173. This was pretty much the first money I ever made online, and it stood as a massive proof of concept that money can actually be made from your phone. After making this first sale on Instagram, I went absolutely crazy, making theme page after theme page. At one point I was managing like 13 different Instagram pages. I literally had to have 2 phones to hold this many pages. So I was hustling pretty hard on this Instagram grind. And over the span of a few months with just my phone, working at home, working in school, working in the car, everywhere I could, I was able to grow and sell and buy and flip a bunch of Instagram pages and make around $2,000, which I know it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but at the time for me who had basically $0 to their name, it was a lot of money for what felt like relatively easy work. I'd also seen a bunch of YouTube videos from gurus and other people about dropshipping and selling products online for a profit. I thought, why not give it a try when I see people making hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars doing this business. I decided to start Instagram dropshipping. I started with one of my survival Instagram pages. I sold, it was like an anchor bracelet and you could like light it, it would strike itself and spark, you could light a fire, which it had utility and it was a good product. At the time, it was a relatively winning product. The store did really good for me, at least. I think I made around $4,000 just from spam posting on my page. I think the page had around 25,000 followers, and remind you, I spent absolutely no money. This was just from my page that I already grown myself, and so $0 put in free advertising to make $4,000. I have no idea what the profit margins were, but I'd assume if it was free advertising, probably around 40 to 50%. So on the safe end, that's around $2,000 profit for relatively easy work. Once again, $2,000 plus my $2,000 I'd make flipping products. I was sitting around $4,000, which was a lot of money for a 15-year-old kid. My page wasn't really gaining any more traffic from the store because I had milked out every single sale that you could possibly get, so I decided to do some other Instagram promo and pay other pages to promote my store. I'd give them a certain ad that I made and they'd post it on their story, post a swipe up link and put it in their bio, and I was paying people around maybe $30 to $50 for a story on all the survival pages I could find on Instagram. And doing this over a couple months, investing more and more money into these promos, I was able to make around $25,000 from the store, and I decided to be pretty stupid with it. I bought a ton of useless stuff, a gaming computer, a bunch of cameras for my tech YouTube channel, and just spent on a ton of stuff, half of which I don't even have today, but at the end of the day, I still had money and I still kept up with dropshipping. Next, I decided to play with Facebook ads because I'd seen people scale stores up to hundreds of thousands of dollars in a couple months, and because I had all this money laying around in my bank account, I was basically in the mindset where I had money to play with ads. I didn't need to do research, I didn't really need to learn about how ads worked, so kind of just went all in brainlessly, spending $200 a day on a ton of Facebook ads for the same anchor bracelet, and it flopped. It flopped miserably. I made absolutely no money from these ads, and I lost a couple $1,000s. This was super discouraging because I had made all this money just to lose a big portion of it, and I gave up for a couple months. But I knew there was always another product and another way for me to make money, so I went in with TikTok dropshipping. Now this is the time where TikTok was absolutely popping off. I mean, it's still popping off, but TikTok was in its absolute prime of 2020, and I would just scroll on TikTok and see ads and products, people dropshipping everything. So I decided to go back into dropshipping strong and give it a shot. I use a classic TikTok strategy to find products by searching hashtag Amazon finds in the search bar and scrolling through all the videos until I find a profitable product. And at the time, it was this teeth whitening pen. It basically just looked like a pen, and you'd wipe it on your teeth and it would make your teeth white. This was a winning product. I mean, honestly, I think it could still be a winning product if it wasn't dried up, but I decided to give it a shot. I could buy it for around $2 and competitors were selling it for $16, $17. So I made a super simple store, optimized it for mobile, made it look clean and professional. I bought the product for $2 a piece and I was listing it for about $15, which was less than competitors, but still a insane profit margin. And I went into TikTok advertising. I sniped a couple TikTok ads from competitors, edited them a little bit on my computer to make them my own, and started promoting it. Now the store, it did all right. The ad wasn't doing super well. I was spending around $200 a day and I was getting maybe $500, $600 on a good day, but out of profit, it really wasn't adding up for me to keep going with this store. So I kind of just started laying off on the ads and kept the money I already did make. So I was thinking about hopping off this product and trying to find something new, but before I left, I decided to change my ad. I stole a different ad from TikTok, which was like 3 times shorter. It was in better ad context, and I did some more editing to make it more visually appealing. And now this ad, it took off. This still amazes me to this day. I'm gonna try to find some screenshots on the screen, but this ad was absolutely insane. I was spending around $200 a day once again, but I was getting around $3,500 to $4,000 in sales every single day, super consistently, and profit-wise, this was around $1,500 a day. After getting a few payments from this, I scaled the ad budget and copied it a couple times to repost it, and I ended up making around $40,000 from the store in about a month. And now at this point, we're sitting around February 2022, and I started a new store that I'm actually still running today, so we're gonna hop on the store on Shopify, and I'll show you guys some stats. So as you guys can see, if I go on the store and go to the last 30 days, and I apply, I made about $12,000 in the last 30 days. I can refresh this if you want. But around $12,000 last 30 days, which is really good. I do plan to scale this store. I can't exactly tell you guys all the promo and the products for this store because I am still running it, and I plan to scale this to a 6-figure store in the next couple months, so I can't exactly tell you guys yet, but once I finish, I definitely will be sure to show you everything I'm doing. But what I will tell you is this is absolutely free promotion. I'm not paying a single dime for promotion on any of these products, and if we go to February 28th, it made about $14,000. Which is pretty good for absolute free advertising. As you can see, I made about $20,000 since the store has been made in early February. I do think this is going to be able to hit $100,000 really soon because as soon as I start paying for promo on this store, it's going to the moon. But besides my dropshipping stores and Instagram pages, I have had other businesses I've done. I started reselling on Amazon FBA about a year ago. I've made a few $1,000s profit doing that. It's not my favorite business because the profit margins are really low and the fees are really high, but I have managed to make a couple $1,000s. I gave it a shot. I've done some reselling, some shoe reselling. Video's going to be coming soon on that, but I made a couple $1,000s from that. This YouTube channel itself, I don't want to go into detail right now because that's going to be its own video, but I think I've made around $2,000 or $3,000 from this YouTube channel. I've had some other YouTube channels that have made me a couple $1,000s, and in total, after I added up my entire net worth, I have made over $100,000. I know this is such a big blessing. I'm not taking anything for granted. I want to help as many people as I can make the same kind of money that I am, and the next goal is $1 million. I hope I can make my $1 million video soon. I really enjoyed making this video. Once again, I don't mean to flex. This isn't supposed to show off in any way, but I really enjoyed making this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.